with Prodigy, whose name is Junior, so he's just finding himself
really?
all in his identity, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's amazing.
He is bringing in the Roy, which you do have a little bit of that disjoint to control that space around you with the sword. Even if it is like the noodle hits, it's not really that bad for Roy because at most percents, you know, before I'd say like 130, he still has stuff he can do, you know, and confirm off of them.
Roy definitely like the underchild of all of the Fire Emblem characters, but I still very much vouch for him. He's still a very good character.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's an echo of Chrom, and everybody still worries about that character, so you know Roy has to be the serious business.
He's like a slightly worse Chrom with better recovery.
I'm not even sure if he's worse, because that's the scary thing. And right now, Junior Z is just going for straightforward punishes.
I'm sorry I called you worse, Roy.
Yeah, so what happens is, especially around that like 50% to like 80, 90% range, when Roy down tilts you and he like gets the sour hit, especially, it forces the opponent into a tech situation. And then if Roy calls out your tech with like a sweet spot forward smash, your stock just explodes. And he's so fast he can reach any potential spot you can roll to.
Goes for that Dancing Blade, looking for the hit there, but the down air from Pikachu just being impressive right now. I love this Pikachu, he's so much fun to watch.
Yeah, I understand what Z's trying to do, because he's trying to find a way to dash into Junior's range to make him whiff and then like get a punish, but Junior's actually isn't biting up until Z actually is in his sword striking range. Not gonna get the spike, but still the carry's looking pretty deadly.
All right, did get easy 40% off that, though. That makes it worth it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Didn't get edge guarded or anything either. Oh, the double-edged dance, rather. Doesn't quite come together. And Z's just kind of going from one end of the stadium to the other, letting Juniors more come to him up until he thinks he has like a favorable like attack on the shield or some little bit of hit stun.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
But he did take 55% of that. He's got to keep up this patient game right now. Great use from Junior Z. I'm liking seeing him using the quick attack to like actually use the hit to stumble the opponent.
Yeah, it can be really scary because you still have your hurt box stretched across the entire length of quick attack. So if Junior Z calls out Z doing it, he can actually just like hit him with a smash attack and kill him, or like just jab into raw back air.
Free up airs, building up that damage, but not anywhere close to kill percent yet. Great jab combo, going for the up smash. Doesn't want to go for the forward smash for the setup.
Yeah, I think Z was gambling because Pokemon Stadium 2 has such wide side blast zones, especially from center stage. He thought up smash would have a better chance of killing.
Again, he's just going to town right now. He's a very aggressive mouse. Right, there's that down tilt.
Oh, wow, okay, getting the dash back forward smash. I thought that was a whiff on the raw back air there, but Junior's had another plan and it was actually slick.
Yeah, great call out there. Still living at 153%. Pikachu can kill him with just like a forward air right now. There it is.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, commentator's curse every time.
I think that's the blessing.
Commentator's blessing on this part. All right, good neutral air. Keeping that pressure, keeping him stuck on the ledge. Ooh, good job fast falling that neutral air.
That was so nice. He doesn't get the drag down there. Z was hoping for that. Now he's caught off stage. Still going to make it back. The quick attack so far going uncontested by Juniors. He's like having trouble just throwing up his shield in time. I think his main plan to deal with it is just being out of the way and trying to just whiff punish Z right afterwards. Oh, landing up air. That's always a scary thing to see Roy actually connect.
Oh, just barely whips the max range on that. But Pikachu, if he's at max range with his forward smash, you can't punish him.
Junior's looking a little bit nervous with these rolls.
All right, getting that Dancing Blade. Oh, but the Thunder Jolt stopping him in his tracks. Fishing for that hit.
Oh, Z doesn't get a ledge cancel. Still all right, though.
All right, good forward smash from Z. Once again, just using that quick attack, get the hit, and get out of the situation.
Beautiful.
There's the call out.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was hoping Juniors would take advantage of. Z was going completely unchallenged, and that's why he just felt fine going for the same angle he did every single recovery, was just mid-horizontal and then just diagonal down into the ground and like hopefully through Juniors to just get to that little bit of hit stun. But Juniors got in his way and just got the game for it too. And it falls back to that what we were talking about with Verminubis, right? Like if you have a read on a certain habit your opponent has, it can pay off to just not pull the trigger on that up until you know you will kill their stock for it and then going for it. Because, you know, getting a jab or whatever for a bad habit, like, it's nice and all, you won neutral, but this is a game of stocks.
They're probably not going to do it again.
Yeah, they're not going to do it again, and now you need to figure out something else to abuse, and you didn't take a stock. Like, it is something to always keep in mind.
For my own mindset, I've never considered that. Like, that's actually, like, a really interesting thing to think about. Like just keeping that in the back of your head. Well, this shows why I'm not a top player. I'm just here to talk about it.
Yo, man, I feel it. I'm right there with you. FD, so I assume what Z is hoping for right now is just to abuse the horizontal length of FD with like Thunder Jolts to just really keep juniors at bay so that he doesn't have platforms to get over him. And the other thing is because there's no platforms, it makes the potential like up throw RAR Thunder possible anywhere on the stage because there won't be a platform to catch juniors before he gets hit by like the sweet hit around Pikachu.
Yeah, very true.
But right now, Juniors is just so fast, he's running straight under the Thunder Jolt, so they're not coming into play. They'll only really help out Z once he gets Juniors on the other side of the screen, and what I've noticed is that when he hits Juniors up in the sky, Z more wants to pressure him and try to call out his landing and get a kill as opposed to go back to camping.
Right, Z just throwing him coast to coast right now. He's fishing for that kill hit, but Junior's doing a great job of avoiding the attacks except for dash attack. Ends up taking the stock.
That's a great answer just if your opponent is getting a little bit too comfortable with their slick ground movement.
All right, now Pikachu's just working on building that extra credit right now. Dude, great use of just like delaying that down air.
Z's spacing right now is so good on the ledge too because he's just barely out of reach of a lot of the things Juniors is looking for, whether it's a jumping fair or, you know, his get-up options as well, and he's finding his real disjointed option, especially the forward smash. And look at this, Juniors already at 93%, essentially all of that off of the ledge.
And there it is, finally taking the stock, but he's sitting at a rough place right now. All right, using those Thunder Jolts, keeping the pressure, try to keep Junior from going in. Gets the parry, but doesn't get the punish on it.
Junior's trying to slow down his gameplay. I think that double jump just got stolen. Yep, it did. He's dead. He didn't notice it because the electrical sparks are so big. But you got to always watch for that tiny little ripple below your character's body.
Ooh, actually went back with quick hits at that time. He went for the call out of him going forward, but Z actually mixed it up. He's not going to fall for that one again. Even though he immediately did it again.
I mean, the thing is it's so little percent you can afford to be wrong about, like, oh, he did it and I wasn't expecting to. But if you throw out an attack expecting it and they didn't do it, then they get to run in and punish that attack instead, you know? Especially if you're going for a really hard punish at the earlier percents.
Gets him at the back there. Too high of a percent to get a combo off it, though.
I like that. No fear by Juniors. He sees Z following his Thunder Jolt and knows his Nair is going to cover so many different options the Rat has, whether it is going to be a run-up attack or a run-up grab. And just relying so much on making the entire floor electric. Z's just tacking on slow bits of damage. Just that little annoyance. It's like being stung by a mosquito like 15 times on top of having to chase down one of the most mobile characters. But Junior's, you know, he's still finding it.
It's like when that dog's just nipping your feet when you're walking around the house. Stop it.
Beautiful.
It. Send him forward for some reason because smash, but.
So what Z did there is he jumped off stage, you know, holding forward, and Juniors kind of waited to see whether or not Z had something in mind. Z had something in mind, right? Z jumps back, and that was Junior's clue that, oh, now it's safe to recover, right? Now I can just drift forward, up B like normal. I scared him. He's going to go for a ledge trap like he has been doing. And just right after that drift forward, Z just went back forward again and just down aired as soon as Junior went back to the more autopilot recovery. And it's being able to recognize that just some subtle movement you do can put the opponent's head on thinking, oh, he's just planning on doing that, and just they'll instantly just go to their default option. You can really bait out some very strong punishes out there. Z is, of course, a veteran of the Smash series. Pretty sure he's been playing Pikachu since Brawl, if my memory is correct. So he's very used to having to play all those little subtle games in order to find stocks. Because otherwise, Brawl could be a very challenging game to kill in.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For anyone but Meta Knight.
Snake, Falco, the top tiers basically could do it. And then as you got lower, it's like you had to be really creative and sharp about what your opponent was doing a lot in order to find it. That's why so many players with like the most fearsome neutrals, they all come from Brawl, because that game was like, you lane a hit, okay, neutral again. It's time for more neutral. You need to win neutral so much in order to, you know, finally get enough damage stacked on.
That explains why a lot of our Brawl players are very good at their neutral games.
Yeah, yeah. You can really tell the difference in Ultimate. It's interesting whether or not you're fighting like a Smash 4 player or an Ultimate player, because the Smash 4 players, their confirms are so tight. They do not mess up as soon as they get a hit. They can really carry it the full distance. But their neutral is a lot more fishing for those opportunities, whereas Brawl players are a lot more flexible. But, you know, that's, of course, speaking in broad terms. Of course, the top players are able to play both styles interchangeably.
Right. Wow, he immediately caught a quick attack there. He's really working on the spacing on that to start punishing it. Like, Z has been running away with those quick attacks, and he needs to stop.
Oh my god. You saw how Z also covered the platform in case Junior went for a high recovery and then still went down to cover his neutral getup with another forward air. It is Junior now with the stage. The edge of, yeah, oh my gosh, that could have killed. Yeah.
So close. There we go. Too close to the edge, though. Not going to get the kill.
Barely not. Like, that's the crazy thing. That's like the most distance you'd have to travel on this map to die. And Z almost died to it, just at like 60% to sweet spot forward smash.
Oh, no punish on that, though.
Yeah, Junior hesitated. He was almost in position, but I think he was worried he might fall into the forward smash. And decided he'd rather not die and look for something else. And he finds it. His back airs, once again, coming in so well against these quick attacks. Because ultimately, there's not as much flexibility for Z to come back as he'd like. Because if Z tries to get too flexible, he's forced to go in a much more upward angle with a quick attack, and then he's in free fall. Right. And like alternatively, like you'd have to space it so perfectly that it'd go straight down into the stage near the lip. But then at that point, you're telegraphing it with your own air movement.
All right, great block there, getting that back air out of shield. But Junior coming in swinging.
Junior waiting for the spot dodge. He doesn't do anything afterwards, though.
Oh, but the dash attack's going to end up taking the stock. Only 44%. Z sitting in a very good position right now.
Junior actually opting not to try to pressure Z at all. I think he was worried that if he jumped up to chase Z, Z would just immediately take center stage.
All right, Junior reclaiming that center, getting Pikachu off the edge, but one of the hardest characters in the game to edge guard because of that recovery. Oh, it knocks him before he could even get quick attack out.
Great use of the super armor. That's an out-of-shield option. We haven't been seeing too much from Junior. He doesn't really have the opportunities, though, given how Z plays. Beautiful. Doesn't drop it this time.
Clean.
Junior's, like, he had a little bit of that hesitation in the beginning of this game 3, but I see it slowly fading. I think he's getting that confidence, especially with the crowd.
Oh, that forward air getting him flying, though.
Beautiful catch. That whole platform was stuck in that forward smash.
Like, wow, there was nowhere he could go.
Yeah, Z's been so cognizant of these platforms and how they're kind of a shortcut when you're recovering. He's been abusing how tempting they are. Just like that, right?
Out.
Knowing that Junior's wanted to just travel as little horizontal distance as possible.
Once again, hitting him with it. Junior doing everything he can to like keep his distance from Pikachu.
And it's funny because like he's the sword character. He's the one that should be like more intimidating because he has the better reach. But
yeah,
it's Z's movement and like is just keeping him on edge all the time. And Z's, you know, he's brought it up now 76% on Junior. Junior, meanwhile, you know, getting equivalent percent. This is really scary.
Oh, that was almost it.
Yeah, that was definitely a misinput. I think Junior's wanted that forward smash.
And the smash attack, not going to kill it.
No air dodge, though. And Z recognizes it. He just goes out there, throws it in attack. He doesn't find it, though. Junior's back air doesn't do the trick either. Great recovery. Taking advantage of that same platform.
Oh, good read, but okay, back air not going to kill, though.
Waits for it. Gets the reaction on the spot dodge.
Neutral air doesn't kill. He still has a chance, and that forward air is going to take it.
Yeah, just barely. Junior putting up such a good fight. Z managing to clutch it together, especially those last few recoveries.